Get this recruiting turned up a little bit. Getting into the last phase of the season. We're going for an H-9 unit zone.
Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcats offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on their quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
The Bearcats now with
Yeah,
a
gonna keep the
long
Houston
way to
Cougars
go to
undefeated.
pick up the first down. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by
I like
the
them
defense.
Ace
Just a
10, you know,
short
for
gain.
his sleep.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop
Nah,
and they
some
can
of
get
the
off the
nice
field
things
on
we think
3rd
in the
and
game.
long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Houston Cougars offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like
Fourth
he did
ranked
last
Cougars
week.
can avoid
Look for
a
some change-ups
major
and some
letdown.
for this defense.
Just
Or
this side
upset.
of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's going to throw deep
hung
right
up too long.
side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Fires to the right.
Nice one.
Got his man.
Nice one.
And
Nice
a
read.
big game, and they've got it on the 46. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
I'm trying to slow.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll
He's got the ball moving a little bit.
Picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having
the second drive looking a lot more promising than the first.
Nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air on first down. Good quickness to grab.
Oh, bounce off and still another catch.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to it.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. To the air on second down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want to
on the board first.
You want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take
the stadium rocking in Houston. Third Ward, Texas.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. The lone back's got it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28.
Yeah.
Jones to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh,
good defensive breakup.
TBU. Through his fingers. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to the backfield. It's Sanford. They make the stop.
Nice little pickup on the first play. First down screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so out.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Out of bounds, right at the
directional passing.
Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sanford. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Houston will snap it in the red zone.
Can't get him off golf this in the round play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch
pass to the
receiver.
Oh, first down. A little more.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man. He's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close.
There it is.
Takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The 1-2 punch. Gets it in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Jones wants to throw it.
Good tackle. Good on field tackle.
And they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Now the play fake.
Oh, that pressure got there.
Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody.
Gotta put this good dangerous side.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hilton.
He's short.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David.
Going to take
Come
a
back.
shot at this DB.
There you go.
Got it in stride inside the 20.
I don't know why he kept running downfield. He came back to it earlier.
He's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Nonetheless, we'll take it.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone.
He's his own business. Oh, he got him. He got him nice.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Cougar. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Beautiful comeback route. Got him turned around.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 4 over Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run this play from the pistol. Jones to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake.
Nothing there.
Behind the line, it's Simmons. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Good pressure on 3rd down.
Well, he just got rid of the football.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. They'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 35.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up and
fires one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and
the ball continues to move.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Winfield. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
To the house.
Into the end zone.
In there.
The hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cougar.
And the defense
Into the hallelujah land. I like it. I like on the end around.
Keeping him out of the end
lining up to add another. The kick is up.
Cougars are rolling early.
One more on the lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. On the move. He has the first and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Jennings. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Jones wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat.
Good there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense
the penalty is back. Good up for the passer.
Stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight.
6 punts in the first half.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? He
got him. The ball. Oh, I thought I put it in the hole out there.
Taking apart the defense, Jesse.
Woo, I thought I put it in the hole.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a master class in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking for room. It's Sanford. Got the 1st down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lost one deep
got him.
On the right side.
Oh, he dropped it.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Ah.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. Rushes on him.
Ooh, nearly hit a foot.
He paid for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Go get him. Let's go get him. There's no back in the backfield.
3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it.
There it is. I take the pick. Punt no. Hometown key from Freeport, Texas.
Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Jones wants to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He just pretty much dominated this first half pretty easily.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit.
Snuck it in there.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll bring it back. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone with the run.
Well, I couldn't get
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We no complain now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
We're going to check out of that so we can get a deep one.
Just when they're looking run, now up top.
Uh-oh. And they always drop it.
Deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Just come back to the ball, man.
On this first drive, that's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better, but to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession. That's a
kill
good
him,
sign
Small.
for this defense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
He got jacked up.
The Bearcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Fighting off the defender. There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. It's a fumble on the play. Defense
We got it.
grabs the football, and there he goes.
Turnovers.
He managed
Turnovers.
a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and
Lofts one high and deep.
Finally got one.
And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. Louisiana Tech has been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Louisiana Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Oh, man.
Catch in the middle, it's Jennings.
How did he get that open?
A touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Slings it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And the Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And what a run. When you're an offensive coordinator and you're backed up, you're just trying to create some space to get out of your own end zone, and it's always a nice bonus when you pop one and create some serious space for your offense and some momentum going forward.
They'll give it to him again. Finds a little space. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option, the give.
Get in there. Oh, he coughed up in the end zone. Man.
And what a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hilton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They'll run play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
Let me get in the bottom of him. Thumble twice already today.
That's the end of the period.
Thought I'd take him out.
Has the lead. And as we switch
But I don't want to hurt my starting running back.
Look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback?
Oh, it's going to continue.
In store? We'll see as we
There'll be no comeback today.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give out of the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Got it. Pitch and catch.
It's Marshall. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
How nice is it in an offense where you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. They go to the ground.
To the third string back some work.
Opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Touchdown, Houston. And they take it
Oh,
for
yeah.
6 more points.
Great play call.
Now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field.
Perfect block, great execution.
They're simply executing
Tutty.
at a higher level than this defense.
Showtime.
And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye
Pitching
on
the
everything
shutout.
going on elsewhere.
Can be keep the
Tackle is
shutout in
made at
check.
the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Zimmerman.
Where you going, Funk?
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
There goes my shutout.
Touchdown, Bearcats.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they...
Let's get my starters out of there. Give them some rest.
Stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass that wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. The give on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Houston is moving it quickly down the field.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th.
And pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He'll try to take it back. He's at the... Touchdown, Bearcats! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What are you doing down there?
And this defense has had a rough day.
Doing
but how
what?
about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Could be over there.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Is that supposed to be in there first? But I say living room.
The kickoff unit is out
You
there.
in front of
Boy,
direction?
that last drive quiet this crowd.
I said living room, didn't I?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Williams. And he surges
Get it back up
the
from
36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's pretty slow.
He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Now on 1st down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end.
Ooh, thought I had him.
Thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long.
Come back to the ball, fella.
Defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left. First down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can
That's
you just
do
turn
it.
around and make one guy
Get
miss?
excited with the dub.
Can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative
Punch them in the mouth.
and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just
Punch them in the mouth early.
If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask
Love
your
it.
guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Hopefully my ranking moved up a little bit. I figure by now having people committing, man. I think I got 1, maybe 2 commits so far. I moved up a spot to a 3rd ranked team.